We started Legend a little over 2 years ago in the summer of 2009. Legend at the time seemed, and still seems, like the most exciting thing we could possibly be doing with ourselves. And so we went and gave it a shot. Mike was from out in Hong Kong. I moved from New York. And we held our first event in January 2010.
Legend is the only MMA promotion company in the world that focuses exclusively on native Asia Pacific fighters. Even the rest of the organizations in this part of the world can't make that claim. So what we do is we look at fighters throughout the region. We pick national champion fighters from all of the countries in the Asia Pacific, and we bring them together in a competition for regional supremacy.
We want to grow the level of talent, grow the sport, and get this out there to as many people as possible to appreciate.
And that's part of what drives the exclusive Asia-Pacific focus of Legend, the idea that in order to truly grow the sport and in order to drive attention, drive audience, but also drive fighters who want to train and compete, they have to see their local heroes, their national champions, as an example of what they can achieve.
Legend, that for me is the best event in the Asia Pacific. So it's very, very organizational. So good fighters, good match. So and about for Legend 7, I hope my student, all the students will win. So I have a good match tomorrow for Jingliang, and the Korea fighters are tough. In my opinion, is the fight of the night. You know?
我的教练非常好，他的对我的对手研究得非常好，对我说了很多，就是防止他的摔法呀，然后就是以打击为他为主，最主要就是把他摔倒，让我多摔他。
We make the strategy because his opponent is very tough. He's a lot of experience, you know. So Myung is a very good fighter, in my opinion. For me, the Korea team is the best team in the Asia Pacific, in my opinion. So they have a good coach, but we have the good strategy for tomorrow. So especially for boxing, the takedown, I can't change for Jingliang style because he's a good wrestler. He's trained wrestling me in jiu-jitsu. I can't change, but we train everything, you know. So I hope he's win. So for tomorrow.
매 경기 똑같이 많은 훈련량으로 하루하루 2달, 3달 준비했기 때문에 시합 때 뭐 모든 거에서 하는 파트너에는 절대 유명한 선수들이 많기 때문에 역시 이렇게 우리 팀을 이끌고 있는 양상을 있기 때문에 질 수가 없다.
Being the home of martial arts, I think martial arts as competitive sports have progressed more outside of Asia. Asia has a very traditional mindset. It looks back towards the past and to respect ancestors, to respect the past, to respect where you've come from, whereas Western cultures typically look forward. How can we improve upon something? How can we make it better than it was before? The individual gets a lot of credit for what he's able to accomplish, which is why a lot of coaches are famous. I think that now Asia is starting to realize that it's come into its own and starting to see that it does have a lot of athletes who are based in sports like Sanda in China, but even countries like Thailand has Muay Thai are starting to embrace MMA as well. And they're seeing that they have athletes who can transfer their combat skills from one sport into MMA, but they're also realizing that it's a more complete art and they need to learn other things. So I think they're developing, they're catching up to the West, and I think that people are very enthusiastic about doing that.
Yeah, MMA is, especially in China, okay, because I work in China, it's very new, you know. I remember when I came to Xi'an Sport University for seminar in 2005, nobody knows for the MMA. So, but the MMA is increasing fast in the world, all the country. But in China, now it's very new.
Well, I think some places are specific. For example, China is very unique. Yeah, in China, fighting is a job, and you know you have as much pressure to perform as you would in a normal job. Whereas in other places, it's often your choice as your hobby or whatnot. We have the champion who hands down is he's not the champion by mistake. He's a really tough guy and he's beat everyone up. The challenger is a guy who's coming down from 84 kilos to fight now at 77. That's the welterweight. And he has since he started fighting at welterweight, he's won all of his fights, and not only won, but he's finished all his opponents. So this will be the toughest matchup the champions have yet. I think that this fight could go the distance because these guys, both of them, are really hard to submit. They're really hard to knock out, and they're really tough. So I think it might just be 15 minutes of them beating the crap out of each other, which would be great.
Know the rules. Listen to me at all times. Protect yourself at all times. Okay? Touch your gloves. Go back to your home.
Well, this is the one we've been waiting for, that is for sure. Lee has been expecting the takedown. He's been working with some wrestlers, and now after the last few weeks, these wrestlers can't even take him down. You see how much trouble he's giving Bei here now. First round could have gone either way, but I would give a slight advantage to Bei. Both fighters have had trouble taking the other down. Here we go from Jingliang. Finally, Bei's having, but it's Lee that gets on top. Beautiful transition. China top team, a lot of respect for them in the region too as a team. Very, very good team. Bei hasn't been able to monster this opponent tonight like he has in the past. As Lee tries to move in. One thing about both these fighters is they guarantee an exciting fight. I haven't seen a boring fight from either of these guys. Ooh, 2 clean knees from Bay. Bay's striking looks great in this bout. Look at Bay wrapping up an open fight. This submission is pretty difficult to finish, but you never know with Bay. He's a great fighter. What an awesome fight.
Still get the feeling that Lee's going to have to push hard here to have any chance in this clash. Jingliang bidding to be the champion over Myung. It's going to be tight, that is for sure. And it may just come down to the judges by the looks of it.
Trying to wrap up a triangle here.
There it is.
We'll go to the judges' scorecards.
15 minutes of frenetic action.
一致決定完勝出嘅係 for the winner by unanimous decision and still welterweight champion of Legend
Because you make a good job. It's your opponent, it's not easy. Yeah, it's great feeling. It's the champion. Good job. Good lose of but now we know. Now we know. Good job.
It was really hard to decide between the two, but we decided that fight of the night should go to the welterweight championship, the fight between Jingliang and Myung.